Hi there, welcome to this video. In this little dish I have prepared some paints, and I will go through in a minute. I've got some water and a towel and some salt, and I have got a bottle of spray water, and the paints I'm mainly going to be using to start with is the Moonglow and the Phthalo Blue of Daniel & Smith paints. I have got a 3/4 brush, flat brush, and I have a size 1 round and 4 round. The paper I'm using is cold press paper. I also applied masking fluid for the snowflake, and I used this rubber tip that you can see that helps to apply much better. So I apply the masking fluid and I let it dry, and then once I'm ready, then I can wet the whole paper with water first. So I want the whole paper covered. Now what we're going to be painting is a snowflake, and I'm going to add also some pine needles, pine branch on, and a bit of the sky as well. So this is a little scene outside in the snow. So I hope you like this video and follow it through. So the Moonglow, I'm applying that now with a size 4 round brush, and I'm trying to create a bit of a moody scene on this. So when I apply it, you can see how it dissolves, how it spreads in the paper. The Moonglow is a granulating paint. So what it means is it separates when you apply it with water. It separates on the paper and it creates different colors. I have done a few videos using these paints, the Phthalo Blue and the Moonglow before as well. So if you would like to have a look at the bubbles, Christmas bubbles that I've done, I put the link above on this video now for you. So I'm going through the whole area and remembering that the branches and the snowflakes got big snowflake in the middle. That's where I applied the masking fluid, so it's protected. So you can apply as much water as you want over this section and it won't go on that area. So I'm going to apply the Phthalo Blue above. And this quite strong, quite a thick consistency. So what I do when I finish this section, I let it dry, but just a little bit, and then I'm going to apply salt on this as well. Before that, I spray it with a water spray to make those puddles of paint spread a little bit, just to make it spread a bit more around the paper to give it a nice effect. So I'm going to spray it now, you can see. So I want to aim to spray that dark corner there to move it around a little bit more. So don't worry if you ever do this and you find that your paper is puddling. Just don't apply too much, obviously. And then you can let it dry a bit and then use a hairdryer if you wish on top. But just be careful not to make that hairdryer hot, because that could burn the masking fluid that you applied, and it will make it stick too much on the paper and it will be hard work to get it out. So it'd probably be best to use it on cool hairdryer, on a cool setting, I meant to say. So I'm moving now with a size 1 brush, I'm moving that paint around, and I only want a very diluted consistency around the snowflake. So I'm using the paint that is already on the paper that's quite puddly and wet. I'm using that to just to pick it with the brush and apply it around. So on the lower part where the branches are, I want to make that darker. So I will apply a darker mixture of the blue and the Moonglow as well. Okay, so I wanted to apply, this is dry now, a little bit more, so I wanted to apply a little bit more of that phthalo blue on that edge bit, and I'm still pulling away that puddle that is on the corner. So the reason why I painted a snowflake is because I had a good friend of mine suggested, why don't I do a snowflake for my video for this week. So now I'm going to add the salt. So what happens is the salt will absorb the water and the paint, and you'll be left with some light colour flakes. It almost looks like little snowflakes anyway. You can make cloud effects with this as well. It's definitely very great to use for Christmas cards. So with this, I've got to let it dry completely before you can remove that salt. So now I picked up a bit more of the Moonglow colour, and I'm going to apply it on those sections below. So that will be under the branch, the pine needle branches, and to make a little bit more depth and darker shadows underneath it. So remembering that still there is masking fluid on here, I haven't removed it yet. So to remove the masking fluid, it's best to let it dry completely your paper before you remove it. And I will show you what I used to remove the masking fluid. So I'm going to pop some music on for you, and you can follow me through the process how I paint the depth underneath this snowflake. So now you can see I have removed all the salt, and you can see the effects that you get on the paper, and it's creating lots of depth in there. So I'm going to remove some more of the masking fluid on the branches, and I'll be using the mask away tool that you can see me holding on my hand. So this is quite a hard rubber, and it works really well to remove the masking fluid. And like I said, you have to let the whole paper dry before you do this. It's quite important because you could damage the paper if you don't. So it's just a little bit of patience, and just go along, and you can also lift it sometimes when you get a little accumulates a little bit. You can just about lift it and peel it. It's quite a satisfying thing to do. So now I'm going to mix these paints, and I decided to use the yellow-green shade paint, which is a Winsor & Newton colour that I use. And I mixed it with the Moonglow, and it gave me like a grey-blue colour, almost like a greeny blue colour. And it's quite a good effect, and I thought that would be good colour to use for the branches, for the pine needles as well. And I go over again to gradually add depth on them, and creating some darker ones by using just the Moonglow or the green only on the lighter sections. So I will put some music on while I'm painting this, and I'll get back to you in a minute. So now what I done is I applied a wash of the phthalo blue all over the paper. So you, with a wet brush, you pick very diluted, a small amount of that phthalo blue, and you can see on the plate it's quite diluted. Then I brush it very light all over the paper. And what it does is just creating a more of a blue glow, and it just reduces those sharp white sections. Now I was trying to define the edges of this snowflake a little bit, and it wasn't quite working very well. So then I realized the actual sparkly white of the snowflake wasn't showing that well, so I dab it with a bit of paper just to lift it before the wash dries completely. So I'm going to put some music on while I'm doing this, and you can see how I developed this painting. I'll come back to you towards the end. Okay, so you can see how this painting is progressing. You can see that depth on those pine needles. Looks really beautiful, and the snowflake standing out much more, and that's great. So obviously when you want something to stand out too, not only you leaving the white of the paper, but you also create some dark tone values around that white, and that makes it pop out and be more obvious on the paper. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and encourage you to paint on this festive season, and something nice that you would like to do. And if you did want to try my tutorials, I do have some tutorials on my website, which I will pop the links in my description below. But also, if you like to have a look at my other videos, there is some tutorial videos that I have posted recently. So thank you very much for those who have subscribed to my videos and my channel. And if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing, as you will get notifications when I upload new content. So next week I will be uploading a new video painting a mince pie in real time. So if you like to follow that, you'll find the link of the line drawing and the materials I used and the reference photos. So I will pop those all in the description. This will be next week. So stay in touch and just keep an eye out for this new video that's coming out. And you can paint along with me. You can pause the video as well as you go along and try and do a mince pie for Christmas, which would be great. Not only just make it, maybe paint it as well. So if you did enjoy this video, please consider giving a thumbs up. This helps my videos to be pushed to other new viewers that will enjoy and appreciate this painting. So thank you very much, and I hope to see you soon. In the meantime, enjoy getting ready for Christmas. relax and find some quiet time for you to do some painting. Thank you very much. Bye bye.